Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us for another major global update. Tonight, we are looking at a troubling development emerging from the Middle East, where new analysis suggests recent strikes on Iranian oil depots may have created what experts are calling a cocktail of pollutants over one of the region's largest cities. For millions of residents, this could mean more than just military tension. It could mean a growing environmental and health crisis. Satellite images are revealing a shocking new picture tonight. After recent strikes on Iranian fuel depots, massive fires, oil spills, and toxic smoke may now be spreading across the capital. And experts warn the pollution created by these attacks could affect millions of people living in the city. Stay with us, because what investigators discovered next could have long-term consequences. Tonight's top stories. Satellite analysis reveals fires and oil spills at major fuel depots in Tehran. Experts warn of a dangerous cocktail of pollutants forming over the city. Thick smoke and dark rainfall reported by residents. Concerns growing about health risks for millions of people. And new questions about the environmental impact of the ongoing conflict. Now let's begin with our first major story. Satellite evidence of oil depot strikes. New analysis from CNN suggests that recent Israeli strikes may have triggered multiple fires at Iranian oil storage sites across Tehran. Using satellite imagery and environmental monitoring data, investigators observed several large fuel depots that appeared to have been hit during last weekend's attacks. The images show large burn marks, rising smoke plumes, and possible oil leaks around storage facilities. When these massive oil tanks ignite, they can burn for hours, sometimes even days. And that is where the environmental danger begins. A cocktail of pollutants. Experts analyzing the situation say the fires may have created what they call a cocktail of pollutants. In simple terms, when crude oil and refined fuels burn, they release a mixture of harmful chemicals into the air. These can include toxic gases, fine particulate matter, carbon emissions, and chemical residues from fuel storage. When combined, these substances can create dense pollution clouds that spread across large urban areas. And according to early data, that may already be happening in Tehran. Stay with us, because what residents reported next is raising even more concern. Thick smoke and dark rainfall. Following the strikes, many residents of Tehran reported waking up to dark smoke covering the sky. Some even described blackened rainfall, where rainwater carried soot and residue from the fires. Environmental scientists say this can happen when smoke particles mix with moisture in the atmosphere. When rain falls through polluted air, it can carry those particles down to the ground. For people living nearby, that raises concerns about air quality, drinking water, and long-term exposure to harmful chemicals. But the situation may be even more complex than it first appears. Impact on city residents. Tehran is home to more than 9 million people, making it one of the largest cities in the Middle East. When large industrial fires occur near densely populated areas, millions of residents can be exposed to polluted air. Health experts warn that short-term exposure to smoke and toxic particles can cause breathing problems, eye irritation, headaches, and worsening conditions for people with asthma or heart disease. Long-term exposure, however, could potentially create even greater health risks. And that is why environmental analysts are closely monitoring the situation. But that's not the only concern tonight. Environmental impact of modern warfare. Modern conflicts often focus on military targets, but they can also have major environmental consequences. When infrastructure like oil depots, refineries, or chemical storage facilities are damaged, the resulting fires and spills can affect surrounding communities for months or even years. Experts say the situation in Tehran may be an example of how warfare increasingly intersects with environmental risk, and investigators are still trying to determine the full scale of the damage. More satellite images and air quality measurements are expected in the coming days, which means the real impact may only become clear later. Stay with us, because the next wave of environmental data could reveal just how severe the pollution problem has become. And if confirmed, it could add a new dimension to an already complex conflict. Closing summary. So tonight, new analysis suggests recent strikes on oil depots in Tehran may have created a dangerous mix of pollutants over the city. Satellite images show fires and possible oil spills at several fuel storage sites. Residents reported dark smoke and even blackened rainfall following the attacks, and experts are now closely monitoring air quality to determine how the pollution could affect millions of people. The situation remains fluid, and investigators are still gathering more data. Now we want to hear from you. Do you believe modern warfare should take environmental damage into greater account, especially in densely populated cities? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want clear, verified updates on global events that matter, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching and staying with us. We will continue to bring you verified updates as this story develops. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next report.